Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Life with Catalia. Before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, cause this shit about to get real. I'm about to spill everything. This video is gonna be about how I found out I was adopted and why I ran away. So 2 stories. Maybe a part 2 to this. I don't know, it depends on how I feel, cause it's a lot to take in. So, yeah, let's just get into this video. Make sure, like I said, make sure y'all subscribe, because the content I'm posting is relatable, girly, like FaceTime talk. So basically we're on FaceTime, if you really want to know. Yeah, so let's get into the video.
Jesus, let me know, but they show no fish. They say you found it, but she's still gonna hold on. They say you found it, but she doesn't want.
Alright guys, so where do I start? Okay, let's start from the beginning. So, like, when I was, I think about 15 when I found out in May. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna start by saying, like, it's like, so basically, I'm on the phone with my brother Keyshawn. And we was talking. Then, out of nowhere, he said, yo, she ain't your mother, real mother. And I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? And then it took me seconds to realize that they were lying to me. Like, they didn't tell me. That explains why my older cousin, she's supposedly my sister, but she's supposed to be my sister, but she's my cousin. So basically, my older cousin, we ain't gonna talk about her, cause anyways, that explains to me why my older cousin was so jealous of me. By me being born and brought into this family, made her so jealous and envy. But like, I didn't care. So I got mad that day. And so the next day, me and my mom, we were arguing, which is my auntie. Me and her were arguing. Then I said out of nowhere, because I said out of anger, but I was still angry. I said, you're not my real mother anyways. And then everybody looked at me like, and then she told me something, I was going to tell you when you were 18. And I'm like, why would y'all lie to me for 15 years straight? Y'all could have told me at a young age. And I knew y'all wasn't my parents, like, because I was wondering why me and my brother got the different last name, why his last name is the same as mine. That's when it clicked. So I was mad. I stormed in my room, slammed the door, and it's not cool finding out you're adopted. Months later, well, 2 months later, I found out who my mother was. And I looked just like her. And so I texted her on Facebook, and y'all, when I tell y'all I cried so hard, because I'd rather be with my real mom than here, to be honest. But life isn't always fair for everybody. So me and my mom, we was talking. We was like, you know, texting back and forth, saying this and that. And she told me everything. Told me how she manipulated her sister, which is my auntie, manipulated her into giving me up. She tried to do it with all the kids. And she got a restraining order against my mom. I don't know if she can come see my graduation because I really wanted to be there. I really need her support. And I was trying so hard not to break down because it's a lot. And so we talk, and to this day we're still talking, like still texting. And like it was a lot. It was a lot going on. Then like after this, then this is the part where I ran away. I went to go out. My mom wasn't letting me, which mind you, my mom wasn't letting me. And so I said, you know what? F it. I'm just finna go out. I didn't think about the consequences or nothing. So I went out for 3 days, came back, and then things were hell. So, cousin was in the hospital, almost died, and I was in school, and then I get called to the office, and then my sister is there wanting to pick me up. She was like, give me your phone. I was like, okay, here you go. And she drove me to the hospital. And so I think my mother came down and like, she said, where have you been? Why would you run away? I'm like, oh boy. I was not hearing nothing she was saying. Cause y'all not letting me go out. Like, come on now. And I hate the part where parents say, you're a girl, something can happen to boys too. Just because we're girls don't mean it can't happen to boys. Anyways. We're gonna skip forward this. Anyways, then she was living with us at the time. Like, my cousin was living with us at the time. Mind you, she's a grown ass lady. A grown lady living with your mother at the age of 30 something. Which is sad. Anyways, in the house, it was hell every day. She didn't like me, I didn't like her. And I hate the fact to share a room with a freaking grown ass woman. And my mom said, don't be mean, like don't be. The amount of times she done been mean to me, she done did this to me, this and that. All them years she done did that. Karma catched up to her real fast. I don't care about being mean. It gets to a point where certain stuff should not be allowed in the house. Certain stuff comes to a point. And the day that she threatened to kill me is the day she got the hell out of my room. The day I packed her stuff. Like, I got so tired of it, I said, get out. I don't want you. Oh my God. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? I'm just hit your ass. And the amount of times she disrespected her own mother. Classic. So, then, after that, we got into more fights. She picks a fight with anybody. Only person she doesn't pick a fight with is Oliver, which is my twin. I wonder why she don't pick a fight. Simple. She wants a witness to the story. She wants him to defend her when nobody else is defending her. It was like hell. But they asked, guys, I asked, couldn't things get worse? Literally, where I was about to literally whoop her ass. There are so many times where I want to whoop her ass, but I was like, let me calm down. Because if I do something, it's not going to be pretty. There was times where she put her hands on me, and I was like, Mom, get your daughter. Get your daughter. And then I was so mad that day I walked out the house. And she told me something, no, she didn't say. She told me something, get in here. I'm like, no. Like, let me calm down. How is me coming in here gonna calm me down? If I want to go outside and calm down, that's what I'm gonna do. And you telling me to come in the house, it's just gonna make everything worse than what it is. When I'm mad, I promise you, when I'm mad, it's a whole nother side of me. Like, no.
A few moments later.
Then, like, a couple months afterwards, it got worse. Got to the point where she picks a fight with everybody. Like I said, she wants to start some. Yeah. But anyways, at 17, I ran away because it was a toxic household. We kept arguing every day. And like, my mental health wasn't there. My mental health was not there. A lot had happened in my past. A lot. It got to the point where I don't know if y'all could, yeah, you can't see it, but I got cut marks, like literally cut marks, because mental health, like, it got to the point where I started harming myself. Got to the point where it's where I was going from mental hospital. Like, I started cutting myself. I started cutting my legs because like I couldn't take it anymore, because I did not want to be in this world. I did not. Like, I started like doing that, and then my father, he got to the point where he couldn't take it anymore. He said, next time you want to do it, slit your throat. I'm like, alright. Because when I actually do that, you're going to regret that. I'm not saying I am, but if I say I was, if I was to do that, what would you do? Would you be happy? You don't ever say that to nobody. There's a lot in my past that I haven't told my parents. I haven't told nobody, because I don't trust nobody. The only person I trust is Q, my hubby. That's the only person I trust. I don't even trust no strangers. I don't trust nobody. I don't, it's just something about other people that makes me feel uncomfortable. It's a lot. Then we're gonna skip past the 17 part because, yeah. But at 17, it got to the point where I was stuck in the house all day. Now, the only time I could have gone out was for my birthday. That's the only time I could have gone out. But other than that, no. Every time I would ask to go over to his house, she'd be like, no. I literally had to get on the phone, try to get his grandma to convince her to let me go over there and shit. And then it took a stranger she barely knows, to convince you to let me go out. And I'm gonna tell you, I remember this one time where I got in trouble in school, and my mother, since she didn't want to take the responsibility and discipline me, she got her own daughter to do it. She got her own daughter to whoop me for 30 minutes. You know that's abuse, right? 30 minutes. I was crying. Every time when a situation is too much for her, she runs to tell her husband everything. And I don't like that. She has to run and tell her husband everything when she can't handle a situation. Like, ma'am, is this your house or his house? If this is your house, you handle this like a real woman is supposed to do. Like, and I don't even want to talk about my dad. I don't even want to talk about my dad. We're gonna leave him out of this. Cause no. Then at 18. We gonna skip past. So when I turned 18, still wasn't able to go out. So, around Christmas, this was on Christmas Day, I was like, my mind's made up. And then the first thing my dad does, he said, where are you going? And I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I had to lie to him because I didn't want to tell him where I was going. So, I left to go to my boyfriend's house. Mind you, I'm not with the person that I was talking about. I'm with another dude. With another person. So I went over his house because I'm not staying in no house all day on Christmas Day. And there's more to the story, but it involves someone else, so we're not going to speak on it. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to just go. And so I went, and I had a good time. Everybody was calling me, telling me where I was at. I'm like, guys, I'm fine. I'm safe. Do I be blowing up y'all phone when y'all go somewhere? No. And so because that I ran away, my father decides to cut my phone off. And then my mom said, where have you been? And I'm like, listen, I'm 18. I don't have to tell you where I've been. Do I be all up in y'all business asking y'all where y'all been or where y'all going? No, I don't be all up in your business. I don't. Like, I do not be all up in your business telling y'all, like, asking y'all where y'all going. And what do y'all tell me? None of your business. Whereas y'all sometimes would tell me. So, I'm trying to figure out at the age of 18. But one thing, it is your house, so yeah, I will tell you where I'm going. Well, until I'm leaving. So I decide to put my foot down at the age of 18. I decided to put my foot down. Because they got so used to me being quiet, not standing up for myself, not doing this and that. They got so used to me, like, being quiet, like, not saying nothing, they doing as they say. When I put my foot down now, it's like, nah, I'm 18. Okay? I don't have to tell y'all where I'm going. I'll tell y'all, hey, I'm leaving, but I'm not telling y'all where I'm going. My phone, yeah. But they talk about we will let you go out. No, the hell y'all would not. Every time I asked y'all to go out, y'all would say no. Y'all told me no. I'm not falling for that. And then while I'm on the phone with my boyfriend, my dad calls me. Mind you, he's on the phone with him. Well, he's on the phone with me, FaceTime with me. He's talking about some hanging up. I'm not hanging up. For what I gotta hang up for? Like, what if I gotta hang up for? Exactly. And then I told him my boyfriend's name. He started making jokes out of it. I'm like, sir, can you not do that? Like, oof, that just pissed me off. But anyways, then he said, listen, you're not going to be disrespecting my wife in her house. I'm like, I'm not disrespecting your wife in her house. I'm telling her how I feel. Like, and then he said, I think that we're trying to twist your head. I forgot what he said, but someone's making me say that. Nobody's making me say that. This is how I feel. I feel like at the age of 18 that I should be able to go out without nobody saying no. Because legally in Florida, I could do whatever I want, as long as it's not no trouble. I'm a good kid. I'm a good girl. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't drink. I don't smoke. But I hope to God that one day he can open my father's eyes and my auntie's eyes, because I'm mentally not okay, and there's a lot going on. Alright guys, I'm going to stop the video right here. It will be a part 2 to this, so yeah, it will be a part 2 to this. But thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Life with Catalia is out.